Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing some maintenance in the garden, and I just realized that my petunias have aphids. And aphids are pretty much the vampires of the plant world because they stick to plants and they just suck the life out of the plants till they dry out, and yeah, pretty much a little green vampire. So what Carlos and I decided to do was to cut back the petunias. You don't really have to cut them back, we just want to experiment too and see how long it takes for them to go back in full bloom. Yeah, so we're gonna be spraying those, and we're also going to use some bt. I like the Monterey bt, and I'll be using that one on my yellow petunias because I don't know if you guys can tell, but the blooms have a little bit of munching on, and that's probably bud worms. And but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spray some of that on these ones, and I'll be giving them a light trimming as well, just to encourage more blooming. And I just want to show you guys my maintenance videos as well, because a garden is just not something that you can plant and just leave alone. Most plants need a little bit of maintenance, even if it's a light maintenance or a very difficult maintenance. All plants need a little bit. I feel like petunias do need a little bit of maintenance. It's not as much as other plants. It's mostly water, fertilizer, and making sure they don't have any insects eating them. Most of the times I have issues with budworms, but I never had aphids on my petunias before, so, or maybe I just never caught them. And these ones right here have it pretty bad because I don't know if you guys can tell, but the some of the foliage is a little bit of yellowing because the aphids are sucking the life out of them. So yeah. And other than that, petunias are pretty easy annual plants to maintain in the garden. They're pretty easy and they look beautiful. Look, even though they have issues going on right now, they're still full of flowers, which I love. So my African daisies are struggling too. They probably had aphids, and I decided just to pull them out because I'm probably going to add something more fall-ish on this area pretty soon. Maybe some pumpkins, or like actual pumpkins to decorate this flower bed. Not like a vine, that would be way too big for this area. So yeah, I just want to decorate for fall, and we're almost there. One more month and we're pretty much in fall time. So yeah, I'm gonna pull these ones out. And I might add some tulips onto this flower bed as well. So while we were finishing the trimming of the petunias, we found a little tiny gardener snake. Gardener snake, is that what they're called? I think so. So we found one, and I wanted to take it out of this flower bed so I could work in peace, because if I let it go, I knew that I was gonna have that thought in the back of my mind, knowing that there was a little snake roaming around. Even though gardener snakes are not poisonous, they can 100% bite you, and it's gonna hurt. And sometimes, even though they don't have any poison or anything like that, they will sometimes people have a reaction on their skin if you get bitten by one. So I just wanted to make sure and remove it out of this flower bed, so we went and just dropped it off at the backyard. And do not use sandals, because I was all over this flower bed and it could have bit me at any point. I could have stepped on it and it could have gotten angry, or I could have reached out, grabbed it by the tail, and it could have bit me. So Yeah, be careful when you're gardening, and make sure you are very aware of your surroundings. And like I said, I'm just going to trim the legginess out of my honey petunias, my super petunia honeys. And whenever you guys see any weeds, go ahead and pull them out with the roots, because if you just cut them back, they're just gonna grow back again. So right here I have my I forgot what their name. Sunfinity. My Sunfinity sunflowers, and these ones were supposed to get taller, and for some reason they have stayed really short in my garden. It is not what I was envisioning, but you know what? That's what happens sometimes in the garden. You envision something and it might not work out. You might be very successful with one thing one year and not the next. So, yeah. But they still look really beautiful in my opinion. So right here I have the petunias in my baskets, and these ones also have aphids, and I think it's because I have some Supertunia Bordeaux. I don't know if Supertunia Bordeaux attracts aphids or what, but there was Supertunia Bordeaux was the only petunia in the garden that had aphids. um, this ones didn't have aphids, but I'm gonna go ahead and just treat all of my petunias with the Bio Advance rose and flower care, just to make sure that, if you know, to prevent pretty much. And I will be adding a little bit of mulch on this area, because I went ahead and decided that I'm just gonna decorate with pumpkins in the center, because I think that the purple petunias and the pumpkins for fall are gonna be so pretty together. And I'm probably going to fill this area with tulips as well, at least just the center part, with like some double tulips. I think it's gonna look really beautiful. I cannot wait. And like I said, I will show you guys an update. So I did not trim my pots back. They did have aphids as well. And like I said, I'm using the rose and flower care from Bio Advance. And like I said, it's really not necessary to cut them back. I just did it to see how long it's going to take for them to be in full bloom again, which I already went and checked them. It's been like 4 days and they already have some buds, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna take at least 2 weeks for them to be back in full bloom. And since this is a maintenance video, we cannot leave out the lawn maintenance. So Carlos is just cleaning up the edge right now, so it looks nice and pretty. And that's pretty much what we do in the summertime, just mowing and cleaning up the edges. And other than that, oh, we do a little bit of a water soluble fertilizer also in the grass, maybe like once a month. And we do irrigate the grass as well. But right now he's just showing you guys how he trims the edges, and this is so satisfying to see that really sharp edge. uh, it's just so satisfying to me. I don't know why. I just like the garden. It doesn't matter what it is, I just love seeing it all tidy. And right now the grass is not as green as it could be because it's been so hot lately. But I'm hoping that in a few weeks, when the temperature starts going down a little bit, it's going to go back to its beautiful green tone. It does look good, but it doesn't look as good as it did in the springtime. Which I think for everybody, I think that's what happens with their lawn. But you know what? It's okay. It still looks pretty good, and it just makes the garden look even prettier. And look how many flowers we have right now in the garden. Even though we had to cut back the petunias, I mean, we didn't have to, we did it because we wanted to. Everything still looks very colorful, and this beautiful limelight hydrangea is just so beautiful. I can't with it, it's so beautiful, and there's a bee sleeping in it. And the comment of the day is from Mama Bear, and she says, a great vid, excellent score on the sale prices. Thank you so much for your comment, Mama Bear. Yes, and I absolutely love sale plants because I feel like I'm just rescuing them. So right here I'm just pulling the grass that's growing in between my little sunflowers and my gomphrena. And look at this beautiful sunflower. This one is the Velvet Queen sunflower that I started from seed. And look how tall this other one is. It's so huge. It's as tall as the house now. Yep. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. Carla is a little upset because I didn't plant any next to her window. That's something I will do next year. Because last year she had some next to her window, and she had her window open all the time to see the beautiful sunflowers. Yep. So right here I was trying to take a video of this monarch butterfly. This is the second time I see monarch butterflies in my garden, and I was so excited about it. I also seen some hummingbirds, and I'm so happy about it as well. Well guys, I hope you guys liked the video, and see you till next time. Bye bye.